Hey guys, and welcome back to Lewi Buch Productions. If you like what you're seeing on the channel, remember to hit the subscribe button so you can keep up to date with the latest things to the channel, including this lovely 1987 Rialto SE, which is a brand new newcomer to the channel. So, yeah, you may be thinking, well, if you have been staying tuned to the last episode of this project, what we said we was going to do this time was hoover the interior. Well, there's a slight problem. I've actually cleaned the interior already. It took all of 30 seconds because all it had was 3 cobwebs to wipe with a cloth. So, you may be thinking to yourselves, what are we going to do in this episode? You said we was going to clean a car. That's not very fair. Have you started an episode that we're not going to get to see anything in? Apart from you just driving it around the field? No. You're not going to get just me driving around the field, even though that's great fun, because that's the most I've driven this car to date, and it's fantastic. Even though it has no brakes, which I've got to remember. And there's a slight slope down towards my workshop, so I've got to remember that it has no brakes. No, what we're going to do today, guys, is we are going to do something that I think you'll really enjoy. I'm sure you've all seen the fork spin out and the lovely shine it's got on it after a machine polished it. Well, I think it's about time we gave the Rialto some treatment and give it a nice shine. So we're going to polish up this very faded, dull green and see what it turns out like. We'll try it by hand, and if we need to use a machine, we'll use a machine. But I think she'll polish up by hand very nicely. So I will go and get positioned and we'll bring you back shortly. Why am I pushing it? Right guys, I've gotten the car parked. No. Right guys, I've got the Rialto parked up. I've got a medium cut compound to cut back the paint. Now I've decided to do this by hand, mainly because the machine polisher is fantastic, but it just throws polish everywhere. Whereas it's not taking a lot of effort to polish this one up and get a decent shine out of it. So if I go over this, it's coming up beautifully. So I think we'll just do it by hand. As much as I love using the machine polisher, it is very messy. So we'll go on to this bit. And basically, I just do this. If I'm doing it in circles, if I'm doing it by hand, I just do little circular motions to get it in, and then buff it up in circular motion as well. There's probably a few of you going, just use the machine polisher, it's so much quicker. But yes, it is quicker, but it just goes everywhere. And with this car, I'm kind of keen to keep the polish to certain areas. That's coming up a treat actually. I wonder if you guys can see it. I'll have a quick look. Oh yeah, you get a better view of it than me actually. So we'll do this entire quarter panel and we'll see how it turns out. I mean, that's very little effort needed to get that back up to a shine. It was well looked after, this car. I mean, it is, you can tell by everything about it, it's been looked after all its life. And then it's just sat for a little while, and I'm just going to do that to try and do the bit you can see there. I just can't believe the difference that's come out with already. If I was using a machine polisher, by the way, it would be stuff everywhere. As you'll probably remember from when we did the Robin van. If you haven't watched that episode, it's worth looking out to see just how messy a machine polisher is. And then you'll probably realise why I'm doing it by hand. That, and this is not really needing a lot of cutting. This is just really taking a thin layer off the top so that it brings back on its shine. I mean, I'm quite impressed already. I'll try this bit. That's kind of a treat. I can actually see my reflection in the paint. So it takes a lot of patience to do it by hand, this. If you're doing it in the machine, you would have this panel done by now actually. But you spend the next hour, well, good 10 minutes to half an hour, say, cleaning up the excess polish that was flowing everywhere. Because it does just go everywhere. I mean, it's not just a massive amount of effort I'm having to do to put this polish on. Nearly done 1/4 panel. I don't know how long this is taking, by the way. So a bit more polish. I might end up putting the machine on eventually, but at the moment I'm enjoying hand polishing. Well, until my arm probably goes, no, we'll use a machine, because it'll tire out more than anything. Oh. Turns out the polish was at the top of the bottle then. So I've just shot polish all over the floor. Right. what we'll end up doing, you see, is we'll go over this once, then it'll be buffed up by hand again, just to make sure everything's spotless. And then after that, it'll hopefully be ready to wax and all that, but we won't be doing that tonight because that's another hand applied job, which is a tiring one at that. The good thing is I do have the wax here ready to apply, because I got it for doing the fox. I better not just go along the bottom, I better do the top. And then we'll time lapse the next bits, because if I do this all for the video, I think most of you will have left by the time I finished it. But if we time lapse it, because of the miracle of time lapse, I can do all the polishing and you guys can just watch it be done very quickly. Let's see how that looks. Crikey, you can see a massive difference with that when you stand back from it. No, that looks really good. You can actually see the bits that you haven't polished out right when you stand back as well. Like so there's a bit of a mark. Right, I will stick these on time lapse and you can enjoy me polishing the rest of it. So guys, I thought rather than just unveil the finished one after, like we did the time lapse, and you've seen what colour change there is, I thought, why don't we finish the video by unveiling the finished look of the car like we started it. So get ready to see a slightly better looking Rialto, and I'm going to be polishing this again because I think I can get the shine even more than what's on it right now. So here goes guys, time to see what the Rialto looks like after a hand polish. I hope the results speak for themselves here, because it looks a hell of a lot different than what we started with earlier. There's a few grubby handprints from someone putting their fingers on the paintwork, so that's why I think I could polish it a bit more. So I'm going to actually do this with the machine and get it really shiny. But I mean, it looks fantastic. And I'll take you a little bit, I'll check you're getting the best view of this car, because I think you will be. Yeah, let's just tiny bit. Look at that. It's just fantastic, isn't it? The nice shine down it. It'll come up even better, that's the thing. But it's a lovely little car. And it runs, it drives, and it's got a shine. So guys, that's all we're going to be doing in this episode. Next one, there'll be other jobs to do to this. I need to think of what they are, and then next time we'll do it. And we'll get them all sorted. But it might not be the Rialto next time we're working on it. It could be the Mark II Robin, or the Fox. Because the Fox is looking like it wants some attention as well. So, to find out what's going to be coming next to the channel, remember and hit the subscribe button, and if you've liked this video, remember to give it a like as well, and let's see what you think of the little Rialto in the comments. I hope you're enjoying this little series of, actually I quite like restoration, let's be honest. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go in and enjoy my nice shiny Rialto for a little while, and I guess till then, we'll see you next time. And goes out of gear, turn the key.